Greetings, viewer and or viewers. Welcome to another installment in what I'm calling an endless sinkhole of cash. The unboxing of cards for the Munchkin collectible card game. This box is Fash and Furious. You might remember my Desolation of Blarg video. I did not do an unboxing video for my core boxes because I was too excited. My bad. I premature unboxing. Anywho, these boxes come with 24 booster packs of 12 cards apiece. That's 288 for those doing the math at home. It also includes the whatever the promo Wanderer card is in this. I believe it's the Alpaca. We'll find out in a second. But the format that I've been doing for these is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it for the aesthetic pleasure. I'm going to open one booster in front of you people, and then I'm going to turn it off, open the rest of them, except one. I will go through the cards, pick out my favorites, and then turn it back on, open the last one for you for the aesthetic pleasure, and then share my thoughts on the bulk of the set. So, we'll get right to that, because I've seen other unboxing videos, and they're just ungodly boring because you're watching someone open 24 packs of cards. I don't see how anyone wants to see the entire process. The beginning part is good, the end part is good, the middle part is just dreadfully boring. So, here's the unboxing in the literal sense. Box. Knife. And then plastic. And then open the unbox. Take out ye old cardboard separator. The 9 million packs of cards. They changed the packaging a little bit and it feels better. It's not sliding around like the old ones did, and it feels like a little bit thinner of a plastic on there. So far so good. And yes, the Alpaca Wanderer, not Warrior, the Alpaca Wanderer. It has the same effect as the other Wanderer hero cards, but it has different art. This is Len Peralta did this, so we have the Wanderer. The Goldfish Wanderer came with core, and the Flamingo Wanderer came with my Blarg boxes. There's also the MIB Wanderer. It's an oversized card, only available from your local MIBs. And I'm sure there's more coming. There's alt arts of the regular heroes. There's a couple of different alt arts actually, and also the Shiny Hero box. There's a Shiny Hero pack that you can get from Warehouse 23. I believe that they're also randomly available in the Fash and Furious packs. We'll find out. I might get one or two. So I will open one of these packs right now for you. I use scissors because I don't want to mar the card, so move them down, open the top very carefully, look at that, and then take out the cards, and first one is a Bard card. One more time. Look through your discard pile and choose a Mischief card, reveal it, and move it to your hand. Well, crap. Corey plays a Bard deck. That is a common that is very powerful. That's going to be fun to play against. We're going to play a game tonight. I don't know if we're going to film it. We might just want to build a deck and see how the cards play first, and then show you guys later on. But you know, either way, the Swift Tailor is the next one. It's an ally for the Cleric. When this is committed to a fight, you may unzap target armor. A lot of armor effects that I've seen just from the sample cards and stuff that I've seen so far. The Shabby Sheep. He's very funny. Oh, the Swift Tailor has some good art on there. It is a Yokai Monster 2 gold. Damage dealt to this by loot with 2 stars or higher is reduced to 0. Wow. It's kind of like the Honey Badger, but with a qualifier. So if they have the discount cudgel out, then that'll kill it. But otherwise, it's pretty much safe. The 3-star Loot Armor Combat Confessional. It's like a confessional on a tank treads. When you are healed, collect 1. And zap, move 2 tokens from this card to the stockpile, deal 1 damage to any target. That's fantastic. 1-star Loot Trinket for the Thief, Fleece Gauntlets. It is sketchy, which means if you've been caught cheating this turn, you can activate a sketchy ability, or any sketchy abilities on monsters automatically get activated if you've been caught cheating this turn. You may zap this to move 1 token from your hero card to target monster in your stash. I like it. Basically throwing down some damage on the other person's turn, like, oh, or no, it'd have to be on your turn. So you'd have to put it on a monster and then hope they don't have anything that kills it in the stash before your next turn rolls around. Yes! I was hoping to get this one because I love the name. It is the Safety Dance. 1 gold, Mischief Treasury, unzap target ally. That's actually a pretty good rule as well. Yes! My other favorite bard card. The Sharp-Dressed Man. It is a monster. Deal 1 damage to the defender for each weapon they committed to the fight. Oof. That's harsh against warrior decks. You might notice that I play a warrior. If you watched the previous video to this, which at the time I'm filming this, we put it up yesterday, my warrior versus Tank's Ranger, I kind of stomped him. Watch that video. That's a spoiler for the game, but you kind of see it coming. The 1-star Velocipede. Ooh, a V-Rare. Nice. Velocipede. It's a 1-star Loot Trinket. Zap your hero card, draw 1 card, then move 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. So it's basically the Thief ability. It's the Thief hero ability in a trinket. Huh. There's a couple of things that do that. You can get a good recycled deck going. A 0-star weapon for the Thief, the Double-Edged Sword. The Velocipede is gray, by the way, in case you didn't catch that. The Double-Edged Sword. During your reckoning, this deals 1 damage to you. So it's like the Angry Katana in core, but it's specifically for the Thief. Hey, my first warrior card, the Stash Master. He's a demon monster. If you have at least 2 stashed monsters, this gains 2 damage. This would be awesome for 1 gold. A 3-star Bard Loot Trinket, the Tip Jar. Each time you play a mischief, collect 1. Oh my god, so it's like the... I'll get it. Not the Vuvuzela, the other one. I'll remember in a minute. Each time you play Mischief, collect 1. Zap, move all tokens from this card to any number of target stashed monsters distributed as you choose. Wow. And it's not Zap Squish, it's just Zap. You can do it again and again. That's phenomenal. That's an uncommon. And then the rare in this pack is the Dragon Scale Sequence. It's a cleric card. Use at the end of a fight, a loot armor. Use at the end of the fight during which one of your allies was squished. Zap, deal 1 damage to target hero or monster. Nice. Okay, so far so good. I am liking these cards. It's going to be a very interesting set. But like I said, I'm just going to open one in front of you now. I'm not going to go sit here for 2 hours and read every card to you. So I will see you in like 1 second for you. It'll be probably a while for me. So I will see you on the other side, and I'll open the last pack for you too. It'll be this one. This one. There you go. Alright, see you in a minute. Greetings! Welcome back. I know it's been like 1 second for you. It's been like an hour or so for me. But I went through all the cards, the whole box, except for the last booster, which I promised I would show you. I haven't moved it. This is not a different one. So I'm going to open it here in front of you. I'm going to go through these, read these as well, and then I'm going to go through the ones that I singled out. Anything that was super rare, the W rare, I got one, I'll show it to you. Anything with fun art, anything with a funny name, or anything that made me go, So, let me open the Yan package. The boosters themselves, if you want to see the art on there. I did not get one of these cards. It's a monster. Maybe I'll get one in here. But the first card is the 1 gold autographed. It's a Orc Mischief. I've gotten a few of those. Stick this to target loot. When that loot zaps, its controller spills too. That was actually one of the ones I wanted to talk about in one of the piles. So that's seems like another one of those. It's a card that you attach to a loot. You don't attach it to the hero, so bodyguard does nothing. So that and stuff shaming and one other, I believe, that makes the other person draw a card whenever that loot is zapped. So the next one is the X Gold Bootleg Booty. X equals the rank of target loot. Squish that loot and heal X. This is the anti-Hydrax card, because the Hydrax is only 2 stars, and it can turn into a +8 weapon if you get it at the right time of the game. So that'll be terrible for my hero, or for my warrior hero. The Green Room, it's a location, another one of those I wanted to talk about, so I can take that out of the pile. During each hero's reckoning step, that hero heals 1. It's a healing location. It's also gray, so it's going in the deck of Infinite Whimsy, what I call the Where the Hell Are We deck. I talked about that on the CCG episode last night as well. A cleric location, and you know that my Where the Hell Are We deck is a cleric deck, so this is the Chump Dump. This comes into play zap, reduce the gold cost of the first ally played each turn by 1. So that'll be cool. The 2-star Fur Coat, like the art there. When your hired monster is when your hired monster is squished, zap heal 2. It also has a monstrous of 2. So since my experimental monsterless asterisk deck, there is one monster, can get another card here, and it's an armor. So that'll be fun. That's another one I wanted to talk about. See, haha, I'm finding some of the ones I wanted to talk about, which means this is more exciting than the last booster from Blarg. Go check out that video. The last booster was not as exciting as the rest of the box. The 1-star Thief Loot Armor Gauze Helmet. Zap, move 1 token from your hero card to this, so basically heal 1 damage. If this has 3 or more tokens on it, squish this. The 1-star loot for the thief, the Fleece Gauntlets. Sketchy. So if you've been caught cheating this turn, this goes off. You may zap this to move 1 token from your hero card to target monster in your stash. May have gotten it in the first booster, but that was a while ago for me. Ooh, one I haven't seen before. The 2-star Warrior Loot Armor, the Elaborate Disguise. Use when a monster deals damage to you. Zap, unzap target weapon you control. This is an interrupt. Neat. Hydrax. The 0 gold monster for the thief. The Cologne Shark. It has 0 damage, but it's shuffle your deck. which is good if you've been using the thief ability and putting some stuff on the bottom of the deck that becomes useful later in the game. So now you can actually have a chance to get that before you deck yourself. It also has stealthy, so it can't be targeted. The Centaur Warrior can't just zap his hero and kill it before it has a chance to do anything. The other cleric location, Purgatory. This comes into play zapped when any hero commits an ally to a fight. That ally heals 1. So it's a way to heal allies with a location. The 1 gold Thief Mischief. The ornamental. Oh, to make something ornamental, stick this to target weapon. Stick this to target weapon. Reduce both the damage and defense of that weapon by 1. So if you get 3 of these, you put all 3 of them on the Staff of Serious Business, it becomes useless. And another one I haven't seen before, the rare in this pack, is the Duster of Delayed Doom. When this is played, move 3 tokens from your hero card to this, so move 3 damage to it. During your reckoning, move 1 token from this to the stockpile. If this leaves play, move all tokens from this to your hero card. Oh, wow, okay. So you don't slowly move it back, it's not delayed doom unless it gets squished. So you move 1 token from this to the stockpile. Then I guess after all 3 of them go away, it becomes useless and you can squish it. But if somebody else squishes it, then move all tokens from this to your hero card, so it comes back if it doesn't finish out. That's pretty great. I hadn't seen that one before. So, okay, so that was the entirety of the last booster. Clear my detritus away. And we'll go in order from gray to green. That's the order that they are. We talked about the green room. The only other grays I have to talk about are the other locations, because I like having all of the locations in that deck. But the other ones beside the green room are the baggage check. During each hero's reckoning step, if any hero controls more than 3 or more loot, that hero must squish 1 target loot they control. So if you get 4 loots out, you have to squish a loot, which would be devastating against my thief deck, because I have the 3 Lucky Giant's Toes already, the Gambesons of Gambling, the Scepters of Schadenfreude, all that good stuff. It's all little loot. Also, the gray deck has a lot of little loot in it. So this is a very bad location against a couple of my decks. But for the cleric deck that I play, it'll be awesome, because I have very little loot in that one, because it's all locations. And then the other one is the After Party, which is a V-Rare, so I'm glad I got one. During each hero's cooldown, that hero rolls the die. 1 to 3, all stashed monsters take 1 damage. 4 to 6, the die roll has no effect. This is good because it's a location with a roll effect. So it could possibly find its way into my thief deck. I like the Monty's Roadside Casino that's already in there, because it has a chance to draw a card and most likely get gold. So, but maybe, if I'm feeling saucy. We'll move on to the warrior cards. This one was fun, the Faux Paws. I just like the name. It also has the new ability, which, if you're watching this, you probably know that the cards coming out have a new ability called Bravado. In order to activate this ability, you flip your runaway token from runaway to limp away. So this has, Faux Paws has Bravado. Zap Bravado, deal 3 damage to target hero. Which, this combined with the Shiny Manipulator, or a couple of them. No, yes, because yeah, weapon. It is a weapon. Haha. It's a unzapped target weapon. So You do that, and you do 3 damage to target hero. You can do that a couple 3 times. That's 3, 6, 9 if you do 3 times in a combat or in a turn. That's almost half their life right there. The Doppelganger. When this and a weapon are both committed to the same fight, unzap the committed weapon at the end of the fight. This makes the Hydrax amazinger because it's already pretty great. The Neat Freak, I like the art on this card a lot, and he's an ally. Zap, move target unzapped loot you control to its owner's hand. So you can take, instead of squishing a loot to make room for other loot, you can move it to your hand instead by zapping this ally. Pretty helpful in a weapon-heavy warrior deck. And this one almost made my eyes pop out. It's called the Juice Cleanse, which is a funny art. It's hilarious. But it's an X gold Mischief Treachery. X equals the star number of target weapon you control. So let's say it's a 3-star weapon. So it's 3 gold to use it on that weapon. Squish that weapon, then deal X damage to target hero and squish target loot with X star or less. So you're doing damage to them and getting rid of one of their weapons for the cost of one of your weapons. Dude. Since the Hydrax is only 2, I know I talk about the Hydrax a lot because that's the last deck I played. Since the Hydrax is only 2, it's not really worth it. The Elephant Gun, however, is 4. What is it? The Uber Blade is 5. So I might make an Uber Blade deck to put the Juice Cleanse in. But let's get on to Cleric cards. Found a few of these interesting. Oh, we talked about Purgatory already. Didn't we? Yes, we talked about Purgatory. So I'll put that back. The other location is the Chump Dump. Did we talk about that too? No. Okay. The Chump Dump is... this comes into play. Zap, reduce the gold cost of the first ally played each turn by 1. That might have been in the first pack on the other side. Like I said, it's been a while for me. Bootleg Booty, we talked about that one. One of the V-Rares is the Dietary Supplement, and it has a Flaunt ability, which means you just show it from your hand. It doesn't cost anything. Prevent 1 damage to target monster, then discard this card. This is an interrupt. That can be very, very useful. But the actual use of it, if you pay for it, is target hero or ally heals 3. So it's a nice quick heal ability, and it's a quick flaunt ability, so they wouldn't know that you had it immediately. We'll move on to some thief cards. We have the Spray Tan. I like the art on that one. Mischief Treachery, target hired monster gains stealthy for this fight. So you can make something stealthy so they can't target it. Like, oh, I was going to do your Plutonium Dragon. Nope, it's stealthy now. And the Glampire, I like the art on this one because, you know, I was born in the 70s. And I like the name Glampire. If any hero is bleeding, this gains 2 health. Sorry. So it can have a lot more health. All you need is, have a skewer out. Combo Red, Squidzilla, whatever. And a rare from this set, which I think is hilarious, the Sock Full of Rhinestones. It is a 1-star loot weapon. Zap, move 1 token from target card with a collect ability to this card. This gains 1 defense for each token on it. That's phenomenal. Corey's Bard with its collect ability. Let's move on to the Wizard. The Battle Jorts. I think that's pretty funny. Gene Shorts of Destiny. Use only when you play a mischief. Zap, deal 1 damage to target hero, ally, or monster. So, say you're playing against somebody's Bullrug, has 6 damage, has 6 health, 6 damage, and you can't even play a Kaboom to get rid of it that way. But if you play a Kaboom and you have the Battle Jorts, you do 1 extra damage to it, and you can make it die. Har har har. I love this because of the name, and I said this in the other video, the Bromunculus. Bro. Yeah, Monster Beastie, when this is hired, you may take 1 damage. If you do, it gains 2 extra damage. So it can be a 5/2 for the cost of 3 gold. That's pretty sweet. Hold that pose. Ironically, I dropped it. Hold that pose. It is a Mischief Curse. Stick this to target monster in the opponent's stash. That monster remains stashed during the unstash step. Oh, it's so great. I love it. I need more of these because Tank and his hairy, scary bear are going to be very unhappy. Very unhappy. And then, just because it's one of those cards that does a lot of damage because it's Wizard. Boom, boom! Deal 2 damage to target hero, ally, or monster. Then deal 2 damage to a different target hero, ally, or monster. Boom. Boom. Love it. The only one left in the Bard pile is the Hairspray. Made from real rabbits. It has the Bravado ability as well. Target hired monster gains 3 damage until the end of the fight. And it's not Zap Squish, it's just Zap. You can do this over and over again. Holy cow. If it's for a 1-star trinket, if you have 3 of these in play, you can turn Walking Dreads into a 10 damage monster. That alone makes the Bard super dangerous. I said that Bard and Ranger were going to be more well represented in this set. I said it. Even Wizard was. The Ranger cards that I wanted to talk about, just for the name mostly, Weak Sauce. And it has 2 different Zap abilities. It's a 1-star loot trinket. Zap reduce the power of target weapon by 1. Zap reduce the defense of target weapon by 1. So if you get a couple of those, you can take somebody's weapon down to near nothing very easily. This one, I'm gonna hate this. It's a monster. It's 3 gold. It's the Snob Bear, which 3 gold for a 1/1 monster is kind of rough. However, the monster ability is Squish Target Loot, which is better than the Hairy Scary Bear because that's Squish Target Loot that was not committed to the fight. So if I commit the Hydrax, and it's this damn thing, he can still squish that loot, and it doesn't kill this thing. Or the Staff of Serious Business, or my Elephant Gun, or anything at all. It's his target loot, so my toes are in trouble too. This is an extremely powerful monster. I hope Tank doesn't want it, but I know he will. It makes me sad. But I'm nothing if not fair, and I know I'm going to arm my enemies because I want a fair fight. I want to win because I know because I was able to, not because I stacked the deck. And then the Cashmere, it's a meerkat with a bunch of cash. It's a yokai monster, 0 gold, 1 damage, X and X health. X equals the amount of gold in your purse. Not committed to the fight, just in your purse. So if you have 10, it has 10 fucking health. You can nickel and dime that guy to death with 0 gold monsters. And then, as promised, I put it in a top loader because it's the W rare. It's the Altered Ego, which is a monster demon. X equals your current level. X gold cost, X damage. So, if you are level 10, yes, it's god-awful expensive, but it's 10 damage. And if you have the Inhumane Society, gold cost of all monsters are reduced by 1. So it's your level -1. So that'll be freaking awesome. I'm going to go with provided I get another one, because this one's going in the book. A bunch of these I only have one of right now, so I'm going to have to trade for them when Tank and Corey get their box, and be able to have extras. But for now, this is what I have. Tell me what you think. Did you get Fash and Furious? Did you like it? Do you think it underrepresents anything? It's much more spread out in this one, as opposed to Blarg. I think in my first Blarg box I got half a dozen Ranger cards, and it is pretty even over all of these. I got a few more Thief than I did anything else, even Grays, oddly. But it's pretty even all the way around, so I'm really happy with it. I will probably get another box, maybe 2. I really want to make a full set. Obviously, I'm a collector, but I'm going to play a game with Corey tonight, see how some of these new cards do their job, maybe augment his deck a little bit, and I'll report back. Tell me what you think. Be sure to like, share, favorite, subscribe, pay it forward, send us money, be excellent to each other, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.